Hi guys, it's Baki with Baki'sBasement.com, and today we're going to talk about the last annoying fix that I did for a client named Thean. Very good guy, but his problem was pretty annoying. And I named this episode Pilot because I'm about to fly off the handle. Anyways, I found Thean's Facebook post in a group related to custom PC builds, and he built his first computer by himself, bought new parts, used parts, pretty good build, and fortunately there was nothing wrong with his parts. Problem was his PC would not take Windows. Now usually when this happens is pretty much because of the pen drive that you're using. It's either faulty or the process of making a pen drive bootable was not done properly. So when Thean first DM'd me, that's the thing that I first checked. I got into a call with him, a video call, and I made him go through the entire process of making a pen drive bootable through Windows Media Creation Tool and also Rufus. So once I made sure that there's nothing wrong with the pen drive and also the process for making bootable pen drives, also just to be sure, I made him use a different USB just in case. So once all that was done, the pen drive was transferred to target PC. He started the Windows install and it went through like butter. Everything that's supposed to happen on the USB side or the install side was done. So basically you're copying files, looking for updates, whatever. Before the first restart, everything that needs to happen happened. But after the restart, it doesn't go to Windows on the drive, on the SSD on his computer. It boots back up to the pen drive. So I made him took out the USB just as the computer restarted. So the screen goes black. I made him pull out the USB and now the computer goes back to BIOS. For some reason, it's not taking Windows into the drive. But the drive's not faulty. The drive successfully checks up on the BIOS. The drive works on other computers, but it would not register Windows for some reason. And every time he installed Windows, like the restart happened, if you plug the USB back in second time and go through the Windows update thingy, it wouldn't show a custom, it wouldn't show a clean install. It would show, do you want to repair your PC? So there is Windows, but for some reason it's not initiating when the computer starts. It just goes to BIOS. So I got baffled. I'm confused. I made him reset all his settings on BIOS. I went through the TPM things, the secure boot things, everything that needs to be set up to boot into Windows 11. All that was done, but his computer would not boot. After redoing the same thing over and over, I basically just gave up and told him maybe there's something wrong with your SSD. It's bad news, but nothing else is faulty. The pen drive is working, other components are working. Windows install should not be. Windows install issues is not kind of related to motherboards and stuff. Also, the Facebook post, it's sometimes a good idea, it's mostly a bad idea, because in his comments people were saying all kinds of stuff. Your CPU is faulty, your motherboard BIOS is not updated, blah blah blah. Bunch of bullshit. People sent him in all kinds of wild goose chase before he came to me, but even I was not able to diagnose his problem. So the bad news was you need to try a different drive. But after I hang up the call, we talked, we chatted up a little bit, and before he bought the new SSD, I said to him, okay, give me a second chance, let me try this one last thing. And what did I try? I tried my secret sauce that I'm not gonna tell you, because then you're not gonna be needing to hire me. And I need the money, so I'm keeping it a secret, but it worked. It worked, and then the next time he flashed Windows, it took Windows and he booted up and everything worked. The problem is Microsoft. What the fuck are you smoking? Seriously, are you smoking brake fluids? Because I just got done watching Rick and Morty, and the granddaughter in one of the episodes was smoking brake fluids. Without smoking brake fluids, how do you make an installer that doesn't clean the fucking drive? The drive is gonna use for its own install and use it. It's not cleaning it. My secret sauce was cleaning the fucking drive beyond Windows capabilities. This is annoying. There is no reason for you to make an installer that doesn't clean the fucking drive that it's going into. It's ridiculous. Now, the other thing is, it's 2024. Tell me why. Why in hell do I need a separate Windows computer, running Windows computer, to make a fucking installer for a Windows computer that I'm building? You are selling an OS. You're providing an OS. It's not a fucking virus. You don't need a separate machine to be running the entire machine to just make a fucking installer. We have phones. People have phones. Selling OS is one of your major income sources. Your fucking creator, Bill Gates, became the billionaire selling Windows. Why the fuck in 2024 you have such shitty customer, it's not even customer service, it's just literally stupid. I appreciate the money. I'm getting payments for doing this, doing your shitty work, fixing your shitty work. I'm earning a living. I appreciate it. But as your customers, people should not be going through this kind of unnecessary bullshit. Who the fuck buys a computer, buys a brand new buys all the parts, puts together all the parts, and now he's just running around trying to find another computer, another Windows, which might not be well protected, might have viruses, and now he's using that PC, whoever's PC it is, to make a fucking installer for his newly built PC. Why? Doesn't make sense. And all the installer does is unzip the ISO, put the files into a USB. I myself have done this thing. I used your shitty media creation tool that takes fucking 10 hours to download with your shitty servers with 500 kilobytes of download speed. It takes 10 hours to make a bootable flash drive. You know how I bypass that? When the drive is created, I take the USB, plug it into my main PC, and I copy the files from the USB drive. And when I need another bootable USB drive for another PC, I just copy those files back into the fucking pen drive. I myself, just a self-taught PC builder, have bypassed the need for your fucking installer. You, with your millions and billions of dollars and with your genius coders, do not need to ship an ISO that someone needs a working Windows PC and then to like flash it to a USB drive and then go to his new built PC. This is a hassle that people don't need. Maybe in fucking 1900s you needed to like zip up the file just so there's no losses or whatever. But in today's time, I don't see a reason. Maybe I'm wrong, okay? Feel free to fucking roast me, but if you're not gonna put the fucking open files on your websites, do something, create something that doesn't require the person to have another working Windows computer. There's a lot of people who already have Windows stuff in their homes, but there's a lot of people, a lot of kids, a lot of students who are building their first computer and they don't need to go through the hassle of going to a different PC. Who knows whose PC? Who knows what the fuck is in that PC? Who knows if there's gonna be virus or whatever? People have phones. People fucking Chromebooks, okay? If you're gonna require an installer, at least make the installer for all fucking platforms. Linux, Android, iPhones, Chromebooks. Make the installer easy for people. They're most likely not gonna have a second laying around Windows PC, and if they have a laying around Windows PC, who knows how they used it, if it's even fine, if it has virus or whatever. It's a headache. People don't need to have this headache. Anyways, make your stupid installers cross-platform, or just let the people download the open files that they can download on a phone and then transfer it into a USB and then just flash their Windows. Easy. Make it fucking easy. And if you're not gonna make it easy, if you're gonna say there's a blah blah security problems and blah, make the installer for all the separate platforms. People have phones, people have Androids, people have iPhones. People don't have a working Windows PC without virus. Make your fucking installers easy. Put some effort into putting speeds onto your servers. It takes fucking 5 hours to download 500 kilobytes. You kidding me? Okay, I need to calm down. Stop smoking brake fluids or whatever the fuck you're smoking, and make your installers easy and make them cross-platform and make them clean the fucking drive they're installing into. Okay, bye.